What is good? I am back with another reaction video. Howard Stern today on his show called out Joe Rogan for taking ivermectin. So I'm going to play this, react to it, then give you my thoughts. And oh boy, do I got thoughts on this one. So let's go ahead and check it out, see what Stern had. By the way, I heard he talked about COVID for most of his show today. His audience is so over it, but whatever left of his audience. But let's go ahead and check out what Stern had to say.
You know, when we first signed on Tuesday, I just went, I didn't even want to spend a lot of time on COVID and vaccination and all the shitheads in our country who won't get vaccinations. They're like, I don't want, you guys worship Dr. Fauci. Meanwhile, they go to the doctor and they'll take horse dewormer from a doctor. You know, like I heard Joe Rogan was saying, he says, what do you busting my balls?
I've got COVID,
He goes, I took
a horse dewormer,
and a doctor gave it to me. Well, a doctor would also give you a vaccine. So why take horse dewormer? I don't know. So I was just saying, like, all the people.
He's not taking the horse dewormer thing. He's taking the human version.
Anti-vaccination or or want their freedom. So I got on the air, you know, and I even said to you, I won't dwell on this. I was like, you know, what the fuck? Make it all mandatory. Can you imagine in this country if, like, when polio was out, if we had these idiots who would not take the polio vaccine in our country, everyone took the polio vaccine.
Everybody be on crutches or in an iron lung,
Yeah, and it was like, it was a no-brainer. They had a cure. This guy came up with a cure for polio, and everybody just took it because you didn't want your kids getting it. You didn't want to get it.
You didn't want to give it to anybody.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, it's like we don't want to take this vaccine. It was always mandatory. When I went to school, measles, mumps, you name it, polio, you had to have a slew.
We took whatever vaccines they had.
Yeah, because believe it or not, people used to die in mass from all this shit.
Or get some horrible.
Did they die in New York too?
Condition.
Yeah, like you had to walk with a big shoe if you got polio, if you managed to survive it. And it was like a really cool thing that they got rid of it, and we could live longer without medical problems. But you notice in every single case when all this anti-science shit goes right out the window, when people end up in the emergency room and they can't breathe, and then they go, I should have taken the vaccine. To every one of them, there's never been one that said, I'm so glad that I refused. Yeah, I'm so happy that I can't breathe. This is a wonderful way to die. It was worth it because I didn't take the vaccine.
That's right. I proved you all wrong.
But anyway, I woke up much to my shock that there was a bunch of people congratulating me, and then a lot of people in the media, like the Fox News types and even like Alex Jones, they were all attacking me personally. I'm Hollywood. I'm sitting in my house, but I'm Hollywood. I worship Dr. Fauci. They were like attacking me, but there were other people praising me. And all I said was, everyone should get the vaccine. It should be mandatory. And this brought down a slew of like publicity, like I haven't seen ever. Like it was mind blowing.
Like an outrageous stand?
I mean, I was trying to figure it out. I said, why am I getting so much press for saying this? Is this really so wild? All I'm doing is speaking common sense. We have a cure for this dreaded COVID, and we're not taking it. Take it. Make people take it the same way we take polio vaccines and every other vaccine. We have it so good in this country, people forgot about disease. They forgot that there's cures and that it always wasn't like this. You don't get to live to 80 years old automatically. It's done with science. The reason we live longer, here it is. I'm going to blow your mind. I'm sure. I'll be prepared for the slew of press I'm going to get. The reason we live longer is because of science. Now we're trapped in a country with imbeciles. They're the minority. They do not have the majority opinion about the vaccine. Most of us get it. Do we want to take vaccines for no reason? No, we don't want to take vaccines. We just want to live, and this is something that's now been proven to work. Enough of us have taken it. If you had any hesitation, you can see we all lived. We're doing fine. Guess what? When we get COVID, we don't end up in the hospital, so we don't overload the hospital. So what did I say? I said, we have no time for idiots in this country anymore. We don't want you. We want you to all either go to the hospital or stay home, die there with your COVID. Don't take the cure, but don't clog up our hospitals with your COVID when you finally, get it. Stay home. Don't bother with science. It's too late. Go fuck yourself. We just don't have time for you.
All right, so that was Stern talking about it. Personal thoughts. Are we going to do this every year? Because there's going to be a new vaccine or a new booster vaccine every single year. And are we going to do this every year? Like, let's say they mandate vaccines. Obviously, they're going to mandate the boosters to them next year, the year after that, the year after that, the year after that. How long are we going to do this for? I don't know. Pretty insane to me. Rogan just got COVID, took a bunch of stuff. I don't know if the ivermectin thing helped or didn't help. I mean, like, I got COVID, right? So I was sick for about 4 days. And my back, right shoulder ached. I didn't lose my sense of smell or taste. I got like super smell. But I didn't take anything. It was fine after 4 days. I mean, we're really doing this? We're doing this over the flu? I didn't vaccinated, not vaccinated. They already moved the goalpost, by the way. Remember the first goalpost was we need 70% of everybody to be vaccinated to get herd immunity. I think right now we're at 75%. Man, I guess the goalpost got moved. We hit the goal, but we said, fuck, we're going to go forward with more goals. It's never going to stop. I wonder what they do. Well, yeah, I know what they're going to do. If we get 100%, we're going to do this next year with then boosters and then this thing and then that thing and the... I don't know, man. The whole thing's pretty insane to me. I think, by the way, that little Rogan part, he said it during the live show. They might have cut that out when they post the finish show on SiriusXM because they just cut something out. So if you didn't watch it live, you can go back and listen. They might have cut out Joe Rogan's name. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you agree with? Whose side are you on? Let me know. Do you support Rogan in this or Stern?